Good morning, coming to you with another 3 minutes of encouragement. Today's encouragement is on encouragement through your weaknesses. And we all got weaknesses, right? So even the strongest of us, most time the people that are strong for everybody, usually they have their own stuff that they usually may not even expose to people because they so used to being strong for everybody. But the fact of the matter is the strongest of us all get weak at times. And guess what? Usually we don't try to talk about our weaknesses or whatever, because usually that's not a popular thing to do. But we all have weaknesses. Some of us may feel like they may not be aware of what those weaknesses are. And if you don't know what your weaknesses are, you can ask the people closest to you. They will be able to tell you what your weaknesses are. And your friends, family, and if you don't have friends, then that may be a weakness right there. But regardless, all of us have weaknesses. So I'm gonna give you a scripture real quick. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness," or my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Meaning God's saying through our weaknesses, he's able to show up stronger in our life. So the second part of the verse says, so I'm going to be proud and brag about my weaknesses because the power of Jesus Christ can rest on me. Meaning that, for our strengths, we're not able to, we may not feel like we need God for our strengths because we're good. We're naturally gifted at certain things. But our weaknesses, that's where we need them more. And so through life, environment, culture, we're taught to put our strengths out there, to, brag about them, be proud of them, as we should be. But the weaknesses we more kind of are ashamed of or shun or whatever. We try not to talk about them, try to draw focus away from them. But God is the opposite, because he already knows about our strengths. So he's not really surprised or impressed by them because he gave them to us. That's where we got our strengths from. He wants us to continue to make them sharper and stronger. But, the weaknesses, though, that's really where he wants us to embrace him, because he can do things through us that we didn't need, that we couldn't do without him. So think about it like, God is constantly saying, look, I know you're good at this, but what about this stuff over here that you didn't tell nobody about? That's the stuff that he wants you to be able to focus on. And that's the stuff that he wants you to bring to him so that you can see how strong he can show up in your life. So just remember, all of you has been made perfectly. God made you perfectly with your good, bad, and ugly. It's no point of, just focusing on the good, because all of it makes you who you are, unique. So in that, be encouraged that there's nothing, no part of you should be ashamed of. Just bring it to God so that he can show you what he wants to do through you in that. Remember, the more you know, the more you grow. And the more you grow, your price goes up. Share this with somebody.